Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And to whet your appetite a little bit for Jurassic World, I know I'm ready for that fucking movie next year. I can't wait. Figured, why not do a review of all the Jurassic Park movies in one video? We did this with Batman, maybe some others I don't fucking remember. But right here, I've got two Jurassic Park DVDs. Um, and I just watched this one yesterday for the first time. I have never seen this movie before, ever. Never seen it. Um, I went many, many years just seeing Jurassic Park, and this was a classic. I heard bad things about the other films, which is reason why I stayed away from them for so many years. And you might be guessing yourself, 27 years old, being a kid when this fucking movie came out, being like 6 years old or something like that. I was a big fan of Jurassic Park. Remember playing the game on Sega Genesis. Remember just loving the fucking shit out of this movie. I mean, dinosaurs come to life, beautiful animatronics. So some of the best special effects we've ever seen ever. I mean, this movie was groundbreaking. It was Steven Spielberg's like one of his best fucking movies of all time, I feel. Right up there with Indiana Jones and E.T., This is when, Steven Spielberg was making films that made people's imaginations just fucking explode with wonderment and shit. People were taken by Spielberg's films. They were inspired. They wanted to make films just like Spielberg or in the same vein as Spielberg. He was a very inspiring director. He lost that flair later on where every single other film he would make would be political or based on some fucking war. But Steven Spielberg was really an imaginative person during this time. He had so many fucking films that were just amazing. They were magical, so to speak. And that's how I could best describe the first Jurassic Park as we enter into review of the first film. This film is fucking magical. Everything about it, the performances by the actors, by Sam Neill, they're just endearing. These characters are lovable. Even the children, yes, even the fucking children in this film don't get in the way of it being enjoyable. How many times have you seen a film where the kids, the sons and daughters, or the nieces and nephews, the fucking kids just get in the fucking way of things? It happens all too often. Sadly, all too often do we see fucking kids just, marring like excellent movies. We've seen it in Temple of Doom. Well, that was a kid and a fucking woman destroying that fucking film. Well, and I still like it. And Indiana Jones is a different story compared to this film. This is just, they put the kids in there because they knew a lot of kids were going to go see this fucking film. The same fucking kids that were going to beg their parents to fucking buy them fucking toys and shit like that. So, what a better way than to put kids, like, fucking, well, they were a little bit older than me, I think, at the time of this film, but shit, just any type of fucking kids, because kids see other kids and they're like, shit, I want to be there too, and the closest way you could get to that film was buying the action figures or buying the fucking game. Because there's no fucking way there was going to be any type of dinosaurs walking down the street and shit like that. So, what a better way. But this movie was magical, and John Williams' score just helps it out to the umpteenth degree. What a fucking beautiful main theme they have here. What an unbelievable score for this film. It's just unbelievably memorable. There's no way that you could sit there and not be emotionally moved by the score of John Williams. Just like in every single film that John Williams composes the music for. He just completely blows it out of the water here. And it's just the thing about this film which sets it apart from the other two that would follow is this is the first one. The build up to the dinosaurs, the fact that you don't get to see them right away, and you see them in small doses. And when the T-Rex finally appears, it's just, it's unchained. It's amazing. In all these scenes, you got the kitchen scene with the raptors as the kids are hiding from them. So many things. The fucking electrical fence. Every single scene is memorable in some way. It's just, it's hard to put into words without you seeing it. But there's so many moments in here that are just incredible. And it just captures exactly what special effects could do at that time. And just animatronics. Something that they've lost the flair for. CGI has completely taken over. And that's not to say that there's a little bit of CGI in here. But really, there is so many incredible things in this film that are firsts. Things that have never been seen before. I mean, Spielberg outdid himself. And, it's just, it's one of the usual teams, Spielberg's team. You got Kathleen Kennedy in there, producing shit, making great shit happen over there. So that film goes without saying. In my opinion, that film is a 10 out of 10. It is a perfect film. It is one film that I will keep going back to, time and time again. Because I have the memories of seeing it for the first time. And maybe nostalgia is clouding my judgment on it. But, be that as it may, it's a film that I consider to be quite perfect, or close to perfect, or perfect enough for me. Jurassic Park, even the logo right on the fucking cover, just completely, outdoes itself. To the Lost World, this is where things got sticky, and even Spielberg, paraphrasing him, even said that he was not satisfied with the finished product of this film. And that goes without saying. This movie, well, it's a fucking disgrace. Lost World, if you notice, I don't have the DVD, and with good fucking reason. I don't want that piece of shit on my fucking shelf. I don't want that piece of shit anywhere fucking near me. It took everything that was great about the first film, including the main fucking actor, Sam Neill, and replaced him with Jeff Goldblum, who was the co-star in the first film. But the thing is about Jeff Goldblum, I mean, he's a great actor and everything, like, just naming a few films at the top of my head, like The Fly remake and shit like that, which was not as good as the original, but still, Jeff Goldblum is a good actor. He is a unique actor, but he is not the actor for a Jurassic Park film. He is way too bizarre. The jokes just, they fall on deaf ears. They're fucking cheesy as shit. Not to say that this first film didn't have some cheesy jokes, but they were funny at least. If you're gonna tell a cheesy fucking joke, at least make it funny and make it endearing, make it enjoyable, make it, you're gonna giggle at it, because you're having a fun time with all the other magical elements that go into the film. But this is just, Lost World is just an incredibly annoying fucking film, and there's so many things that are annoying about it. The group this time is way too fucking big. They're just out there. They're at Site B, and they're just fucking around in a giant fucking group. You've got the antagonist group, and you've got the protagonist there, mixed in, and, they're basically fucking there just to, explore, fucking, deal with this dinosaur problem. The goals are not really quite clear of what's going on here, but they're here for, pretty much just exploration. They're an excavation group, or however the fuck you say it. But the thing is, the team is way too big this time around. I mean, this movie, you had Sam Neill, you had Laura Dern, you had Jeff Goldblum, and and the kids, and that was about it. You had Wayne Knight running around the zone, but the thing is, the group was not that big. And that's what we all fucking liked about it. It was a small group. It felt small numbers. And this time it's nonsense. They have this big, massive fucking group. There's like 50 fucking people. People screaming all over the place. There's this one scene that really got to me in particular. And I was watching this with a friend just maybe a month or two ago, Lost World, as we watched it. And they zoom in on this guy just as he's about to be attacked by a raptor. and they zoom right in on his face, extreme close-up style. Like, just the most comical of all screams, and it's just, it's comedic, it's stupid, and it does not fit into the film. It's making it like a comedy. It made it fucking cheesy. And then by the end, you have one of the most annoying fucking child actors. Jeff Goldblum's, daughter through fucking marriage is just annoying as shit. She's, just an annoying, worthless kid. And then at the end, she does this fucking gymnastics thing to fucking kick one of the dinosaurs. And I'm just sitting there, wow, that was so fucking far-fetched and stupid. You have to see it. Basically, if I'm not explaining it well enough, and fuck you if you're saying spoilers. These movies are gonna be fucking, like, they're a decade and a half old. The first movie is over fucking 2 decades old already. So, basically, what she does, Goldblum's door, whatever the fuck her name is, I ain't looking shit up on Wikipedia. I'm just going by memory here. Grabs a fucking bars they're trapped in some fucking shed, starts spinning around on it like, I don't know what fucking game you could compare it to. Oh yeah, Rystar for the Genesis. If anybody's, with me on that reference, okay? So it's like fucking Rystar, just fucking arms are like this on the bar, fucking starts spinning around like crazy, and she like fucking does a big fucking kick, knocking the dinosaur, the fucking raptor, out the window or the door or whatever the hell it was, and like this kid's like fucking 10, 11 or some shit. I'm like, yeah, fucking right. The adults can't figure out what to do. They're fucked, and they're relying on a kid and her fucking gymnastics skills. Oh, wow. This movie is just, it's a bore. It's dumb, and everything about it is just so fucking comical. At the end, they want to bring the T-Rexes back, because there's 2 fucking T-Rexes, which you might think, since the second movie, Jurassic Park 2, 2 T-Rexes, well, that's a nice, little thing there, a nice little fucking addition to the film. So you got the T-Rex on the fucking loose. And this son of a bitch is wreaking havoc in the city. And this is undoubtedly the best fucking scene in the film. But it doesn't feel as special as it should. It really doesn't. It does not feel all that special. You got cars piling on top of one another. It's like fucking Superman 3 with just, chaos in the streets. And it's just handled in a very comical fashion. And it's never really explained how the fucking T-Rex got off the goddamn boat. Because that's what they're doing. They're fucking smuggling the goddamn T-Rex in the fucking boat, which is a fucking mind-numbing idea in the first place. And they see that the guy's got his hands on the controls, and it's like, what were they doing? They're just opening shit up like that? And they don't even know, like, what's gonna happen. And they're just fucking fooling around the controls, and the dinosaur just seems to fucking pop out just like that, and it doesn't make one lick of sense. It doesn't. And just left there staring at the fucking screen. Just, what a piece of shit. I give this movie a 4 out of 10. Some redeemable scenes, the animatronics and the CGI are probably all that redeems it. And the memorable scene of the fucking T-Rex in the city, well, that's points in itself. But aside from that, even Spielberg admitted he just didn't have enough left in the tank to fucking deal with this shit. And, wow, he fucked up. Then we come to this film right here. Jurassic Park 3. Which I watched for the first time yesterday. And I have to say that this movie, well, I agree with Joel Siegel here. It is a fucking thrill ride. This is This is what the second one should have been like. Now, it's not as magical, and it's, it doesn't have all the first, and it's not, you know, uh, uh, you know, as well done and paced, but this movie doesn't fuck around. It's actually pretty good. And I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes and I'm seeing that Lost World got a better score than this fucking film. Fuck the fucking critics. I can't stress that enough. I have lost all faith in fucking critics nowadays. I cannot fucking stand fucking movie critics. They have no fucking idea what they're talking about. This film is good. I actually really like it. And I really don't see a lot wrong with it. Um, you could argue there's a bit of cheesiness here and there, but not much. Um, the ending might be a little bit over the top with the military coming in, but for the most part, Sam Neill's back, motherfuckers. He's back. And we even get a little appearance by Laura Dern, so that's nice, right in the beginning and a little bit towards the end. We get to see her. But, really, Joe Johnson, good fucking effort here, man. We get an all-new fucking dinosaur, shown on the cover there, who fucking kills the T-Rex. Then we also get fucking, we get pterodactyls in there, which is, if you can kind of see it, it's right there, like shadowing over the fucking logo. And when you see that fucking pterodactyl, you're like, wow, what an intro right there. I mean, the movie is not as well paced as the dinosaurs just seem to come about right away. The storyline, it being a rescue mission, they're just there to rescue some fucking kid. But the kid's not annoying and a definite improvement over the Lost World fucking punk. But the thing is, what I think really helps this film a lot is fucking Sam Neill. And I'm really sad that he's not going to be in Lost World. And I said, I'm pretty happy that Chris Pratt is going to be a part of it. I have faith in him to carry that film to greatness. But the fact of the matter is, Sam Neill deserves to be in that fucking movie. He really fucking does. I mean, he is Jurassic Park. He's so likable. And just, he plays the scientist role just perfectly. A way that fucking Jeff Goldblum can never do. It was just not a role from him. He was too weird. Too comedic to the point where he just didn't look like a leading man for a film of that sort. You still had Spielberg behind the scenes as the executive producer, but I still don't even fucking know, just like with Transformers, what the fuck an executive producer really does in some cases. I'm sure they help out and shit like that, but, you still got some of Spielberg's team on here. Kathleen Kennedy still has a presence, and that's probably why this film doesn't fucking suck, and I give it about an 8 out of 10. I really do. I mean, I think this is, it's a good film. William H. Macy, another major actor making his self known here. And yeah, this is a pretty good film, I have to say. It's got enough great special effects and action throughout. And I think that's the thing. It's got more action than Lost World. The pacing is better. There's no more stupid fucking moments. The only moment that's kind of like an eye roller is like, I'm looking at the fucking end right there, like, whoa, like, fucking all the military and all these motherfuckers are coming in. And it's simply like, okay, well, a helicopter would have done, but the fucking military shows up. I guess you could say that's kind of cool, but in the same breath, it's sort of over the top. Well, anyway, Jurassic Park is a legendary series. Even though the fucking one that goes in the middle right here is a piece of fucking shit, it's still a good series. Still got 2 good films in it, despite what the critics say about the third one. I think it's really enjoyable. And if Jurassic World could fucking pull out another great film and make it better than the third, I'm really going to take a guess and say that I'm going to probably end up liking Jurassic World better than the third film. I just think that there's been enough time, and I think they could really work some magic here. I really do. And I want to really see how much, if Spielberg at all is going to have in this film. How much, how much actual work he's gonna put into this film, if he's gonna be a part of it at all. Uh, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about Jurassic World, and I don't see why any other Jurassic Park fans wouldn't be excited about it. It's just the series has been fucking moot for fucking 15 years, fucking 14 years now. So it's gonna be pretty exciting. So there you go. Here's the reviews. Feel like I whet your appetite enough there, and yeah. Let's see how Jurassic World does. It's maybe a half a year away, but hey, let's see what happens.